Hey Elite Pros, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So today we are doing a restorative relaxer on my client. I want you guys to look at her ends and also her roots. If you notice, her ends are relaxed and or processed and under processed. She has areas where her roots have grown out and she has done a lot to her hair herself at home. So today we are going to go through the process of correcting that. So I started out by just combing through her ends. I did speed the video up because I'm going to go really fast, but you guys get to basically see the process of how a corrective relaxer works. Now, because her roots have a lot of new growth, I decided to start there first. And then what I did was utilize the same relaxer that was already applied to the roots and then comb it down to the ends to kind of help to correct the problem of underprocessed hair and processed hair in between. Now, for those of you that don't understand restorative relaxers, the restorative relaxer is basically a technique. It is not an actual type of relaxer. The reason for this is to help restore basically that underprocessed mixed in with processed hair and to get everything on an even playing ground. So now that her hair is fully processed, we're going to apply some purple, which is a semi-permanent color, to the entire part of her head. So I'm using a little bit of our Elite Control Edge Control to protect her hairline or her skin from the stain of the color. And then we are going to apply it all to her hair. But in the meantime, I want you guys to kind of take a look at her hair now versus when we started. If you guys can tell, her hair is now all processed, all straight. Now with a good relaxer, it is supposed to have some sort of a S pattern. So it's not supposed to be dead bone straight, but it is supposed to be straight, okay? Her ends is where a majority of the underprocessing was. That happens from doing your own relaxers at home and also from stylists that don't understand just basically relaxer and how to do a relaxer properly. So that's another reason why I offer this service. A lot of stylists don't really offer this service because they don't really know to correct relaxers. They'll just continue on and they only relax the new growth, and then you wonder why the rest of your hair is shedding like crazy because that underprocessed hair is mixed in with that processed hair. And now that's like a line of demarcation, and guess what? The hair does not know what you want it to do and it begins to break and shed. So this is how we correct that situation. Now I'm applying her color with a brush, and now her hair is somewhat dry and her color is done. So you guys can see that beautiful purple in there. So we're going to go through and just blow dry her ends. Her hair is about 75% dry. And basically I'm just using my blow dryer and brush and just blowing out the ends of her hair because the ends of her hair were still damp. And that's another reason why I like to use my regular hooded dryer, and then I blow dry the rest. Now, if the relaxer was done correctly, which it was, I don't have to go through and silk her out as much as I would have if it wasn't done right and I was trying to just kind of hide the fact that she still had underprocessed hair. But if you look at her ends and look at all of her hair, it is all nice and straight with some good density. And now we are just blowing her ends out because they were just kind of hanging and they are still slightly wet. But if the relaxer is done right, you guys, your hair is going to be nice and straight with some density in it, a nice S pattern, which is really what a true relaxer is supposed to be. She still has some good volume, and she still has, well, volume and density are kind of all in the same when it comes onto hair, but you guys know exactly what I mean. So we're going to do some loose curls on her, and I'm going to use the Titanium Babyliss Prima 3000. Now, at home, I don't recommend using this iron. It's a little bit too much. But I kind of would say use a ceramic iron, to be quite honest, if you're going to do it at home. Now, I am giving her a mild trim with every relaxer. A trim is definitely necessary. It's not something that I recommend skipping. For those of you that want to try to hang on to the millimeter of hair, thinking that's going to change your entire life, it's not. Trim it off. Trim those dead ends because you're going to be happy in the long run. If not, you're going to be doing haircuts later on. So definitely for my stylists out there, please, 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 I don't even give the option of not trimming unless we did a trim within the last few weeks. I don't even have that conversation with my clients. Reason being is because with a relaxer, definitely with a retouch or any form of relaxing, a trim is definitely required. And clients sometimes don't know what they really need. They're only going off of the bad information that they're given by other people with bad information. So a trim is definitely vital with any form of relaxer. Now, if you guys can tell, I'm not trimming a lot of hair. I'm literally just dusting her ends off. So this is not taking away from her length whatsoever. Those little straggly hairs actually were doing her no justice, and they were just making the hair look nice and unhealthy. So the trim is going to definitely be beneficial more than anything else. Once her trim is done, we're going to put on a little bit of the Goddess polish, and we're going to use that as our heat protectant. It's a little more lightweight than the frizz tamer. I love to use my frizz tamer for my relaxed and natural clients. But in her case, I said, let's use the Goddess polish because it does also have that heat protectant in it. And a lot of people don't understand that polishes don't all have heat protectant, but Goddess polish has heat protectant. Okay. All right, good. All right, so her hair is nice and ready to be curled. So we're going to spray on a little Goddess polish. If you guys notice, I am not against her head. I am literally about 12 inches away from the head, misting on the Goddess polish, and then I just combed it through. Now for her curls, I am just basically going through and giving her large section partings. And then I'm using the Babyless Prima to create that curl. The reason why I'm doing large sections is because, number one, I'm using a titanium iron. That heat is more raw and direct. That iron is a lot hotter. Okay, this iron goes up to 465 degrees. And because I know she just got a fresh relaxer, I am not silking her hair out, nor do I need to. So really, this is just for the curl. And the reason why I use it is because I can cover more ground. The plate is a lot longer and a lot wider than my H2 Pro. And I love the way it curls my clients who have slightly longer hair, okay? So that was really the reason why I made the decision to use this iron. A lot of times people don't understand why stylists have so many tools. We use different tools for different things at different times on different clients. Not every client I'm going to use the same tool. Not every client is going to get the same style. Not every client is going to get the same treatment. So that is another reason why tools are very important, and making sure that you are investing in quality tools is also very important. Now for her curls, I'm basically doing this because I'm going to wrap her at the end. And I know a lot of you are used to the saran wrap method, but I use the processing cap method because I like to preserve a lot of the density in the hair. And I actually don't want her hair to go too flat. I wanted it to have that nice bounce and body so that her wrap will last a lot longer over the next couple days to weeks. Now, if you're new to my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also don't forget to thumbs up this video and share it with your family and friends on your social media pages. Trivia question time, so I hope you're ready. For those of you that have been watching Elite Hair Care videos, if I am covering my client's gray hair and I did a relaxer, am I going to be using a semi-permanent, demi-permanent, or permanent color to do her color? Let's see who gets the answer right in the comments. Now, I sprayed a little bit more Goddess polish on her hair. That's going to give her that beautiful luster. And now I'm just going to go through and just mold. I'm molding her. I'm so used to saying that. I'm just going to give her a quick wrap and then cover her with a processing cap and use my blow dryer just to kind of lay that hair down just a little bit, small amount. When I use the processing cap method, I basically put that put the blow dryer under the cap with a diffuser to allow some heat to get into the cap. And then I'll run my diffuser around her head for a couple seconds. Once I do that, I'll allow the hair to cool just a small amount, slightly. You can let it cool down all the way as well. That works just fine. And then I'll use my wide tooth comb and comb through her hair. You'll see that it just basically just kind of breaks down that tight curl a little bit, and it still leaves a lot of body in her hair. And that's really what it's for. It makes the hair lay nice and slight, nice and smooth, nice and pretty. That color is shining through and her hair feels absolutely amazing. So we definitely achieved our goal of restoring her hair through the power of fixing or correcting her previous times of relaxing. And now her hair is just nice and flowy and straight and pretty and all that good stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment also down below. Tell me what you guys thought about the restorative. And also tell me if your hair is one of those where it's under processed and you're not sure why it's doing what it's doing. I hope this video helped. Bye.